Assalamu alaikum dear students, I am your general science teacher from Peshawar Model School, Nashara campus. Here I am with the summary of today's lecture, which is and the topic is compound, and the compound is the topic of unit number 5, atoms, elements, compound and mixture. What is meant by a compound? When two or more than two atoms are chemically combined together, so it form compound. Chemically combined together mean that the atoms combine either by the sharing of electron or by the transfer of electron. Like let's take an example of water. Water is a compound. It is made up of two hydrogen and one oxygen. When the two hydrogen and one oxygen share their electrons, so it form a compound which is water. Following are the characteristic of a compound. Number first one, elements are not easily separated by a physical mean. It's mean that we are not able to separate hydrogen and oxygen from the water molecule. Number second one, the compound has a properties quite different from the elements it is formed from. Like water is made up of hydrogen and oxygen. So hydrogen and oxygen is in gaseous state, but when hydrogen and oxygen is combined, it form a water, and the water is in liquid state. Hydrogen burned by itself, oxygen helps in burning, but when hydrogen and oxygen combine together, it form totally new substance like water. Water helps in fire extinguishers. Number third one, the formula of a compound summarizes the whole number atomic ratio of what it is made up of. Methane CH4 is composed of one carbon combined with four hydrogen atoms. It's mean that the compound is represented by their formula, and the formula show the chemical composition of that substance and the number of atoms present in that compound. Like methane is made up, the chemical formula of methane is CH4. It's mean that it is made up of one carbon and four hydrogen. And the component and property number 4 is that the component of a compound is always combined together in a fixed ratio. Fixed ratio mean when the water is formed, so always two hydrogen and one oxygen will combine together to form a water. When two hydrogen and two oxygen combine together, so it will not form water, it will form another compound which is hydrogen peroxide. Now these are the few compounds which we use in our daily life. Number first one, sodium chloride, table salt. The second one is glucose, C6H12O6. The third one is water, H2O. We use this water for drinking, washing and cooking purpose. The next one is calcium carbonate, mean limestone. We use this for whitewash our home. And the next one is sulfuric acid, H2SO4. We use this sulfuric acid in car batteries and generator batteries. And the next one is calcium sulfate, mean chalk. We use this chalk to write on the board. And the next one is CH4, methane gas. We use this methane gas in our home for burning purpose. And the last one is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is also example of a compound, and we exhale out carbon dioxide during respiration, and this carbon dioxide is formed as a result of burning. Now mixture is also a combination of two or more substances, but in these two or more substances are chemically combined together. So the components of a mixture is combined physically, not chemically. So following are the examples of a mixture like air, ink, gunpowder, baking powder, crude oil. Air is a mixture of nitrogen, oxygen, carbon dioxide gas. Ink is a mixture of water and certain dyes. Gunpowder is a mixture of sodium nitrate, carbon and sulfur. Baking powder is a mixture of sodium bicarbonate and tartaric acid. Crude oil is a mixture of petrol, kerosene oil, diesel oil and methane gas. So what are the characteristic of a mixture? The characteristic of mixture is that the mixture have no formula. It can be combined in any ratio, and the properties of the mixture and the properties of the mixture retain the properties of the component of mixture retain their properties. Their properties do not change. Like the properties of the hydrogen and oxygen is changed when it form a water molecule, but in mixture the properties do not changed. Now, alloy, what is mean by alloy? Alloy is a mixture of two or more metals. When we mix together two or more metals, so it form a alloy. Steel, bronze and brass are the examples of alloy. Steel is a mixture of iron, chromium and carbon. When we mix iron, chromium and carbon, so it form a steel. We use steel in our home as a saucepan and scissor, etc. The bronze is a combination of copper and tin. Copper and tin both are the metals, and we use the medal of bronze in Olympics, etc. And the doorknob is also made up of bronze, and our fan, etc. is also made up of bronze. The last one is a brass. Brass is a mixture of metal and zinc. Copper and zinc. When we mix copper and zinc, so it form a brass. So these are the examples of alloy. That's for today, dear students. Thank you.